Okay, so by now you would have done the worksheet on children's song. I'm just going to go through the answers with you. Okay, so this is just a recap of the first stanza that I went through with you, okay? So the use of we and you, they are pronouns. The we refers to the children, you refers to the adults. Why does the poet make this distinction? Because they want to create a sense of exclusion. Here, children's song is a poem about the contrast between the innocence of childhood versus adulthood. Okay, so therefore there's this contrast here. Okay, same thing for our own world. Okay, again to create a sense of exclusion. Then next, to stoop and enter. Okay, like we mentioned in class, stoop. To stoop means to not only physically lower yourself, but also to lower your dignity, perhaps your status. Okay, same thing for hands and knees. Alright, so here, while physical size used to be an advantage last time for the adult, now it becomes a disadvantage, an impediment. Okay. Subterfuge, as we have mentioned, okay, it refers to pretense or disguise. So even if the adults stoop and they try to compact themselves to fit into the child's world, or they try to go to the child's level, they will never be able to truly embrace it because it is merely pretense. Okay. Okay. The next one, and though you probe and pry with analytic eye and eavesdrop all our talk with an amused look, here probe and pry, they are words with negative connotations here. Okay, probing and prying are activities that are very unwelcome. Okay, so what does this suggest about the child's impression of the adults? Okay, it's probably the impression that this adult is nosy, perhaps. This adult is disturbing them when they don't want to be disturbed. Okay, same thing for eavesdrop. Okay, there's this very shifty, sneaky kind of impression of the adults. Okay, analytic eye and amused look, these tell us that the adult's attitude is seen as smug and superior by the child. Okay, next. Okay, you cannot find a center where we dance and we play, where life is still asleep under the closed flower. The center here, center of what? Is it the center of the flower? Center of something else? Is it a figurative center? Okay, perhaps this refers to the very core, the essence of childhood. It's something that the adult can never touch again. Okay, where we dance and play, these are images of innocence, okay, of fun, where life is still asleep under the closed flower. The idea of life being asleep brings to mind buds, eggs, a fetus. Okay, so the potential is there. There's something beautiful about that potential, but it is dormant. It is not yet come out yet. Okay, then the closed flower, it obviously refers to a bud. Okay, what is this? It is the imagery of a closed flower. Okay, to reiterate what we have said, imagery is something that will paint a picture in the reader's mind. Okay, so this again reinforces the idea of dormant potential. Last one, under the smooth shell of eggs in the cupped nest. Again, imagery here. Okay, smooth shell of eggs in the cupped nest. And here you have tactile imagery, smooth. Okay, definitely a positive connotation. Why cupped? Okay, if you were to stop right now and you were to cup your hands together, what kind of shape will you form? Okay, it is something that protects. When you cup something, that something is precious. Okay, so let's look at the next one. That mock the faded blue of a remoter heaven. Why mock? Why are the eggs mocking this remoter heaven? Okay, maybe to find out why, we got to look at this. Faded blue of heaven. So the idea that heaven is blue is something very common. Okay, something that is wonderful. But here the blue is not bright blue. It's not sky blue. It is a faded blue. So what does faded suggest? Possibly something that has lost its luster. Something that is old. Okay, so here it suggests some sort of disillusionment that comes with adulthood. Remoter heaven, something that is remote, very far away, very distant. Okay, so this idea of the wonders of adulthood, this is a very distant concept for the child. Right now they are still immersed in the dancing, the playing, the innocence of childhood. Okay, now let's go back to mock. Okay, the eggs mock the heaven. This could possibly mean that the children kind of look down on the adults. They don't see adulthood as something wonderful, rather they see it as something that is beneath them. It cannot be compared to the innocence of childhood. Okay, so next one, okay, your next activity is group discussion. So these 3 questions: what do you think is the speaker's attitude towards the subject matter, which is adulthood? What is the poet's message? And lastly, how do you feel about the poem? Okay, take some time to fill up these questions in your worksheet. We will discuss when I get back. Thank you.